Hi, David Silverstein here, YPO Rocky Mountain Gold. I'm here to talk to you about next week's GCC. This GCC is going to be on the subject of process innovation. Process innovation is really what I see as the next generation of process improvement in industry. So we've all been focused on things like TQM back in the 80s and Six Sigma in the 90s and Lean Six Sigma more these days. Well, what happens when you've stretched your S-curve, when you've squeezed out everything you can from your process and you're really starting to face diminishing returns? Well, it's time to figure out what the next generation of that process looks like. Process innovation is a way to take out not 2% or 5% or 10% of the cost of a process. It's a way to take out 20%, 30%, 50%, sometimes 80 and 90% of the process. Now, it's not something you want to do to every process every year, like continuous improvement, where you're always driving improvements every day, but periodically you need to pick a process, multiple processes, and say, I need to take it to the next level. What I'm going to show you next week is a very structured, methodical approach to doing that, so you can do it time and time again, so you can do it reliably. And what I find is that this is a great way to learn about how to innovate in general. So eventually you may apply these principles to your product development efforts, to more customer-facing things. But process innovation is a great place to start because you don't have to worry about things like buy-in from your customers. So join us next week. We'll get a great introduction to what process innovation is all about.